Alright guys, impromptu video today, but figured we'd get a little bit of footage in just to show you what we're working on. So as you can see, we've got the Bell in the background here. One of the issues I was running into is the clearance with the fat tires on the back and how low it gets with the air ride. Basically, if I sit it all the way down, the tire kind of pinches the exhaust between the frame and the tire itself. So basically, we've decided to trim the exhaust to where it dumps just before the rear tires. Conveniently, with the X-frame car, it actually kicks out right there and provides like a nice little outward pointing section of pipe. So I've bought some turn downs that I'll show you here in a sec. And alright, so we already took the first section of pipe out. As you can see, this is the over axle section, and the exhaust shop that installed it had to do some funny business. You've probably seen this in some of the photos where the tip wasn't sitting in the right place, and basically they had to bend the pipe. You know, nice guy, but he butchered it a little bit just trying to get it in. And then this one I can't blame him for. This was the clearancing to make space for the tire between the frame and everything. I mean, it physically would not fit. On stock wheels, the exhaust would fit great, but this size of pipe just won't go between the 275 and everything. So, but these are the tips that I sourced. They're stainless turn downs. I believe they're 2-inch, or sorry, no, 2.5-inch I think is what this system is. So they're designed to just slip over. And we've already cut the pipe off of this side here. Here we go. And we have this one just kind of mocked up on there for the time being. So we're about to crank that one down. And while James is cranking that down, I'm going to work on cutting the pipe on the other side in the same location. So we're going to get this going, and then I'm excited to hear what it sounds like. I think she already sounded healthy, but this will give her a little bit more oomph. So. That was easy. So we got the other side trimmed back. James is just putting the tip on it right now as well. But I am very excited. I think this is a very cool look, and I'm curious to see what it sounds like. Ugh. But yeah, I think it's gonna sound good. All right, it's all done. Sounds just a little healthier, but nothing crazy. But now, unlike before where you used to be able to hear it the most at the back, it actually is relatively quiet. It's kind of even the whole way around. It gets a little louder as you'd expect right by the tip, but honestly not wild. And you can really hear the cam. So, I'm interested to see what she sounds like going down the road. Alright guys, well I think the exhaust modification was a major success. Not only does the car sound fantastic, but also I succeeded in doing exactly what I was hoping, which is basically letting the rear of the car down as far as it'll safely go without mashing the exhaust between the tire and the frame like I used to, and I also still don't have to use wheel spacers and stuff like that. So good solution. I actually really like the look. And it does sharpen up the sound a little as well. So I'm going to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about here. I'll lower it all the way down to where the headers kind of start to skim the ground, and basically drop the rear nice and level, and you'll see the clearance and everything. And I'll also let you hear what it sounds like as well. close to the ground there. And it will go lower, but obviously I don't want to drop the headers on the ground, especially while the car's running. And I could definitely lower the rear some more than this as well. Got ample ground clearance there. Guys, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you look at one of the options if you have one of these X-frame cars. You know, I guess if you're looking to modify the exhaust, if you're trying to get super low, you can kind of take a look at what it looks and sounds like, run dumps in front of the axle. It was a big decision for me, honestly. I did like the exhaust coming out the rear. It was a little quieter, but at the end of the day, you know, it's kind of a bit of a muscle car. Sounds fantastic, and I just like the ability to not have to worry that I'm mashing my exhaust every time I drop the tail down. And on top of that, you know, that was leading to, you know, the hardware working its way loose, and I'd have to tighten it up every now and then. Even with Loctite and stuff like that, it just seemed to be a recurring thing. So as far as livability, this goes a long way. And again, I just happen to really love the sound. So as always, thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content about these old Chevys and a few of the other cool cars that we got. We greatly appreciate your subscription to the channel, and don't forget to hit that little bell button so you get notified when we release a new video. So y'all have a great weekend.